Hello, this is my Tell My Story project, Managing Impulsivity by Littrell. My high school soccer team and I were on a historic run, being the first soccer team in school history to be conference champions. This was my senior year, and I personally had a very prolific scoring season, racking up an impressive 5 goals and 5 assists on the season. It was safe to say that I was one of the best players on the team and played a crucial part in my team's success in the season. While I had created a positive reputation there, I was also gaining a negative reputation for talking and complaining to the referees. I had been lucky to get away with a lot that year, whether they were small comments made to refs or other players or complaints about calls that I think were wrong. I lacked impulsivity control when I stepped on the field. Heading into the playoffs, I had been called out a few times about this, as it later could have become a problem. Picking up a few yellow cards throughout the season, it was only a matter of time before I would pick up a red card and leave my team with 10 players the rest of the game. I understood the problem and tried to cooperate, but whenever I stepped out on the field, my competitive spirit would bring out negative actions from me. I would like to describe these impulsive actions as passion, and that has always been a huge part of who I am as a player. But it got to the point where it was negatively affecting my team rather than positively. Despite the words of advice from my teammates and coaches, my impulsivity problem on the field continued. I acknowledged their concerns, but as soon as I stepped onto the field, everything that they told me was dismissed. It was only a matter of time before all this talking would catch up to me and affect my team. At this stage in playoffs, it was the quarterfinal. We had won our previous 2 games and found ourselves matched up against the second best team in the state. In preparation for the game, everyone was stretching, warming up, and once again my coach came up to me and I was reminded to keep my cool throughout the game. The game starts, and as each minute ticks by, my team is getting closer and closer to scoring. I can see the confidence in my team and I growing as the game goes on. We are on the front foot with many chances to score, and connection between our team is at an all-time high. It was only a matter of time until we scored and we were on our way to the semifinals. That is until number 24 on the other team shoves me. A few shoves and some not so nice words later, and all I see is a beaming flash of red pointed right at me. I had gotten a red card and would be sent off, forcing my team to play with a man down for the rest of the match. My team went on to lose that game 2-0, and I couldn't help but feel that it was all my fault. Had I been able to manage my emotions in this situation and not let number 24 in my head, then the game could have been a different story. In 10 years, I don't know if I will remember all the details of this match, but the lesson I took from this game will last eternally with me. My lack of ability to manage my impulsivity in a game in a high-stress situation will not only affect me, but many others in this certain situation. Since that game, I have taken a strong value of managing my impulsivity, not only on the field, but in my everyday life. I believe fixing this problem started with being in a better state of mind before and during stressful situations. Taking a moment to relax and gather my thoughts before my next action is a crucial part of making the right decisions. I carried this into my next season with my club team and ended up being a way more positive player. I had times where I was angry, but I took the time to redirect my emotions into motivation for my team. Now, before I do anything in high-stress situations, I'm thoughtful and deliberate with my actions.